I know I'm like 4 minutes late. Let me get the live chat. Oh, oops. Got to plug in my headphones. But also, I also want that to stop because I want to watch it properly. Hi Finn. Wow, you're first. Okay, I think I got the chat code. Let me just put it in here. And hopefully that works. Let me see. Where's the starting screen so I can turn it off? Oh my god, I don't know where anything is ever. Oh. Very short stream. I streamed. Oh my god, I just said I strammed. I'm sorry. I streamed for like 6 hours this morning, so that's long enough earlier. 10 minutes late. It said 6:55. No, that's just like the 6:55 is when because you have to set up the stream, right? But setting up the stream does not mean that that's the time the stream actually starts. My schedule said like 7 o'clock, or for you, it's like 8 o'clock for me. My schedule said 8 o'clock, okay? So I'm only 5 minutes late. I know, I just said strammed because I don't speak English anymore, apparently. But yeah, I streamed earlier for like 6 hours, and so my brain is still a little wiped. I got my nails did. You can't see them, but they are blue today. So I've been going through different colors like every month, and they were yellow. The yellow was nice, but it was kind of obnoxious, and honestly, it matched everything I owned, and so it was a little bit too yellow, I think. And so I went for something a bit more subtle, which is like light blue. Stripped. I did not strip. Oh god. That's a very different word. Yeah. Strapped. No. No, that's a very different word. We're still using this model because it's so cute, right? I don't know. I'm still not sick of it. Also, I think it's really funny to use this model in like, oh, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna have to, I think the lip mouth motions are like way too, there you go. Okay. I think that's a little bit better. I think they're just like way too broad or something. Oh, there we go. Maybe this is a little bit more subtle. I don't know. I give up. It doesn't matter. This is just a very strange chibi doll. You didn't fall asleep? Of course you didn't. Of course not. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to. No, whatever. I don't care anymore. If I look frowny, I look frowny. um. So actually, maybe we should watch Escoffier's Collected Miscellany first. Maybe we should watch because by the way, we finished the quest with Lil Buddy, and Jesus Christ, Genshin gives. Did I just say gaves? Oh my god, my English is bad today. Genshin gave the option, right, earlier of or in that quest to literally blow up the world. That's insane. I didn't think they would like ever go that far. But yeah, like you get an option to blow up the world and you do it. I did not select that option. I'm glad I didn't because honestly, I don't know. I feel like that would be character assassination for our little buddy. But but it was wow. I guess that's one way to get to, and if you don't like Nod Cry, you don't want to continue playing Genshin, you want an excuse to stop playing Genshin, you could just do that world quest and then blow up the world. Oh god. Okay. this is not gonna be a too long stream. I just wanted to have to stop putting this off and watch it because the update is gonna be this Monday. So we're gonna watch Collected Miscellany, Escoffier's first. It's a waltz of scoring cuts. What does that even mean? I guess we'll find out. I have no idea what that could even mean, but whatever.
科学料理のシェフカーネル・デセールエスコフィエよ。カトラリーの準備も完了。エスコフィエは味方全体を治療できる氷元素のサブアタッカーだ。敵の氷耐性と水耐性を下げ、チームメンバーの攻撃をサポートする。元素スキル1回押しでは敵に氷範囲ダメージを与え、マルチスペクトル調理マシナリーを起動する。
I had
これ
mommy
はフィ
today.
ールド上のキャラクターを追尾し、一定時間ごとに周囲の敵に氷ダメージを与える。長押しではフィールド上に調理マシナリーを設置する。マシナリーは元素攻撃を吸収し、吸収した元素エネルギーが一定量に達すると美味しい料理を生成する。
Cute.
元素爆発では卓越した包丁さばきを披露して氷範囲ダメージを与え、チーム全員の HP を回復する。その後しばらく定期的にフィールド上キャラの HP を
And
回
quite
復
quickly
する。
too, so she'll be pretty good with Farina.
エスコフィエの攻
You
撃
had
力
juice,
に
just a lot of
セン
juice
ス
lately. What kind of
低温
juice?
保存で鮮度を保持する食材を急速冷凍できる。
Are you having trouble keeping food down?
エスコフィエの元素スキルや元素爆発が敵に命中すると、チーム内の水・氷キャラの数に応じて敵の水耐性・氷耐性が下がる。
Are the cards where they explain the things the new way that they're trying to make explanations for talents like easier to
戦闘
understand?
中エスコフィエは元素スキルで
Because I noticed that was
敵を
gonna
倒
be
すのに手伝ってくれる。元素エネルギーが溜ま
an
ったら
update
元素
for
爆発
them.
でチームの
for quality of
HP
life.
を回復し優雅に戦闘を終わらせるのだ。俺も刀剣はよく扱うがエスコフィエの繊細な技術にはかなわない。だが俺の経験から言えば高い技術が幸福をもたらすとは限らない。
Oh,
技術には危険が伴うのだ。
oh, he's giving a
しかし
warning.
いくら警告したところで真理の探求を止めることはできないし、純粋な情熱を否定はできない。幸い彼女は料理に関心があるだけだ。それだけならば杞憂というものだろう。
Also, what? Okay, her tail is mechanical, but why does it react like it has emotions? Ah, lots of veggies. I'm glad you're getting your nutrients, even if it has to come in juice form. Okay, so this was released a couple days ago, and I usually don't watch Collected Miscellany, but there's an exception for Ifa. So let's watch and see what he does. I'm really excited for his kit.
よ、俺は火薬の集い出身のデュイ、イファだ。こいつは助手のカクーク。いい旅になるといいな。
イファは回復能力を持つ風元素アタッカーだ。チームの夜根地の合計に基づいて
I guess because
チ
his
ーム全員に
personality
バ
is
フを与え
chill,
る。
that's why
元
English
素スキル発動
has made him sound
イフ
a
ァ
bit
は
like a
カクーク
surfer.
と共に戦う。
But
浮遊
yeah,
状態になり
I
移
know a
動
lot of
速度
people
と
hate
中
it.
断耐性がアップする。
And to
こ
be
の
honest,
時の
I
通
don't
常攻
disagree.
撃は敵に風ダメージを与えることができ、命中時にはチーム全員の HP を回復する。回復量はイファ自身の元素熟知によって決まる。チーム内のキャラが夜根バーストを発動後、イファの元素熟知が一定時間ア
I mean,
ッ
an
プする。
EM animal
ま
character
た
is nothing
イ
out
ファ
of
は
the
夜
ordinary.
根の加護状態中、チーム全員の現在の夜根値の合計をもとにチーム内キャラの拡散と感電反応ダメージをアップさせる。
You want to use him with
おっと、
Ororon?
逃がすかよ。
I'm good
元
with
素
that.
爆発では敵に広域鎮静剤を一発撃ち、風範囲ダメージを与え、近くのオブジェクトと
I'm
敵を
glad he
引
has a bit
き
of
寄せ、
pooping.
広域鎮静剤が水、炎、氷、または雷元素付着状態の敵に命中すると鎮静マークを付与する。このマーク
Oh, there's a
は
mark.
一定時間後に消え、付着していた元素の範囲ダメージを与える。
常に周囲を観察するイファはいち早く味方のサポートに駆けつけてくれる。
Finished pre-farming for Escoffier already? Wow.
フィールド上の仲間が空中にいるとイファは夜行のカゴ状態で登場できる。
Oh, nice.
また自身チーム内のフィールド上キャラまたは憑依中の竜の HP が一定割合を下回るとイファは年素を消費して治療をする。
That's nice.
ナタの仲間と組むことでイファのダメージバフは十分に発揮され、拡散と関連反応が強化される。
Adaline characters?
戦闘中仲間の協力を得た後イファは元素スキルで空を飛び
Is that gonna be
メ
like
ン
the
バーを
premium
回
team
復し
here?
ながら敵にダメージを
God damn it. I don't want to build Fischl.
木を見て元素爆発で風範囲ダメージを与え事態を収束させた後救助活動に移るといい。友を助けまた友に助けられた記憶は今やもう薄れている。
Oh, for Dainsleif?
はるか昔戦友のために雑務を片付け悩みを解決してやったこともあった
Dainsleif, don't
気
make
が
me
する
sad.
がその細部は思い出せない。一人で旅をしていると何事も自分の力で乗り越えるしかない。だからこそイファのような友は大切にすべきだろう。
Aw, he's a good pal. You know, I pay attention to the characters that Dainsleif doesn't have much negative to say about. And so far, there might be more, but the ones that stand out in my memory, where Dainsleif doesn't have like either any snark or any major criticisms, are Ifa, Ororon, and Nahida. I feel like he's always got a little bit of like criticism or snark for pretty much every character, but he's a bit soft with these guys, and that's interesting. All right, so that's Ifa's kit. Can't wait to get him on Wednesday so I can build him. That. Let's take a look at. So it looks. Well, okay. We'll see. I do think this will probably be Japanese, though. If this is Japanese, then we'll skip Japanese later. Okay, it's time. Ifa's character trailer was released today, and it was like an hour before I ended stream, but I didn't realize it until after, and I was just way too tired to start upstream right again. So I waited, and now we're here. Let's see what Ifa Air Patrol is all about.
Good morning.
Oh.
Don't be fooled.
Oh, it's
I'm
English
not a morning
dubbed.
person, but I have to get to the clinic to feed the critters, or they'll start making a real racket. All set for your next trip? You know where you're going. Feeling okay? Got everything you need? Oh, actually, wait. There's just one last thing I want to check first.
No way, bro!
Here's to a safe journey.
Oh,
Hit me up, bro!
interesting. He's
Let's
got
go.
a southern accent, but he sounds his dialogue also
on,
sounds
buddy.
like a surfer. I'm so confused.
Easy now, Kakuku.
Hold tight, bro!
Hold tight, bro.
There's always going to be those moments where you have to say goodbye, but nothing's ever made me regret my choice.
Hi, Caffey.
Animals are a lot like kids. They're the future, and I'll always protect them.
Animals are
I'm
the
a
future.
medic, not a
Interesting.
warrior. I leave my guns holstered unless I absolutely need them.
Why do you have
Come
them?
here, you little rascal!
The voice actor is pretty good. I think because of the outfit, I kind of
If you ever need a hand with anything, don't be shy. Hit me up anytime.
believe I believe it. You know, like sounds like he's from South Cali. Yeah, but he has a southernish accent. He has a southern twang, right? And that's interesting. Like it's a weird mix, right? Of southern but also like surfer guy. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it overall, like in terms of the dialogue choice. But I will say now that I hear it, it sounds better than when I'm just reading it, right? Maybe it's like a horse when leg doesn't work. Kablam! No, I'm sure he would do his best to heal it. Oh my gosh, that was pretty nice. I feel like I was so focused on his voice though that I didn't really pay that much attention. So let's pay more attention to the actual visuals with the Korean trailer.
좋은 아침. 이렇게 일찍 일어나고 싶진 않지만 더 자면 진료소의 환자들이 배고프다고 울어댈 거야.
아,
다음
어러런.
일정은 다 짰어? 컨디션은 어때? 짐은 다 챙겼고? 잠깐 있어봐. 한 번만 더 체크해 볼게.
Pasta. Everyone just bringing their
안전한
story
여행이
into the
되었으면
room.
좋겠네.
Guys.
가자. 힘내.
Oh, look at how he's struggling.
각국을
Kakuku.
진정해.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there he goes.
늘 이별이 수반되지만 이 길을 택한 곳에 후회는 없어. 동물은 어린아이 같아서 나에게 있어선 꼭 지키고 싶은 미래야.
Oh, if they come to me, I want to
꼭
protect
필요한
them.
상황이 아니면
He says something very different in Korean there. He doesn't say they're the future. He just says they're like kids. So if they're in front of me, if they come to me, I want to protect them. I like that.
무슨 일 있으면 언제든 불러.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so fun fact. Ifa's Korean, in the Korean dub, and this is the only dub that I think does this, Kakuku is voiced by the same voice actor as Ifa. There are two different voices for every other dub, but in Korean, it's only one voice. And the reasoning behind that was that Kakuku copies Ifa, so they wanted it to be the same voice. But because not sometimes, because that they dub the voices before, especially they'll dub the voices for like battle voice lines and things like that. They'll dub it before the story comes out, or they'll dub it before. And Kakuku had a role, right, in an Archon quest way before Ifa was announced, right? Or not Archon quest, in like a story quest before Ifa was announced. So they didn't know what Kakuku was even going to look like. And so because they didn't know what Kakuku was going to look like, all they could tell him was he has to sound really cute because Kakuku is going to look really cute. So they couldn't show him what Kakuku looked like, but they told him but he has to sound cute. And I think he did a really great job. I like the Korean dub. It's very high pitched. There's probably some mixing and stuff involved to make it sound like even cuter. But I think that's really cool because you hear Ifa and then you hear Kakuku and you just don't think they're the same voice, right? So they did a pretty nice job. So now let's listen to Japanese. Yeah, he sounds very relaxed in Japanese. You hear it?
次の予定はちゃんと決めたか？だがちょっと待った。やっぱ最後にもう一回チェックさせてくれ。いい旅になるといいな。さあ行くぞ。頑張れ。
Ah, cute. 頑張れ。
覚悟落ち着け。
The Kyodai is so cute. Nubia should have voiced him. You'd be a great Kakuku.
それでもこの道を選んだことに後悔はない。動物って子供みたいなもんで、どいつも守る価値のある未来なんだ。俺は医者だし、よっぽどのことがなきゃ銃なんて使わないさ。
I think Japanese has the same line that if they that they're the future. I think because I heard Mirai. Oh, that's interesting. English and Japanese are much more similar in this case. I will not understand any of the Mandarin, but let's see how he sounds.
早上好，不是我想起这么早的，只是再不起床，留在诊所里的病患们会饿得大叫。
Oh.
接下来的行程都安排好了，身体状态如何？
I know I've heard his voice before, but for some reason I'm surprised.
预祝我们一路顺风。
It's a nice warm tone.
走吧，加油！卡姑姑，悠着点儿。
抓紧，哥们！
虽然总有别离，但我从不后悔自己的职业选择。小动物就跟小孩子一样，它们都是值得守护的未来。我是医生，非必要情况是不会动枪的。
So he's got like,
没门儿！
is it in a certain state or something? He's got like marks on his clothes. That was normal attack. So this must be his night soul state.
不必
In
可
his
能
night soul
我是随
state,
时交。
his design looks different. Oh, I wonder how that's gonna look in the game. I can't wait to see it. That was really nice. I feel like the music was like very suitable for him, but yeah, I'm interested in how different versions are kind of like treating him and playing him. Japanese seems very relaxed. English is the most messy probably, but I do appreciate the southern accent, the southern twang. He sounds very warm in Mandarin and competent. And then I think in Korean he sounds like a regular dude. But I think that suits him, right? He's pretty. I think overall he's a warm and just kind of relaxed presence, right? Which is good, I think, for a doctor, right? So yay, very yay. I can't wait to pull for him on Wednesday. So yeah, that was the Ifa trailer. That was nice. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Oh, I wanted to read this, like, okay, while we're here. I went to get my nails done, and while I was there, I watched a movie. I watched The Age of Adaline. I started it, and then I finished the movie afterwards, because obviously I didn't spend 2 hours at the nail salon. But when I watched The Age of Adaline, I also looked up movie reviews at a certain point, because I get easily distracted, you know. And I read the most unhinged review. So just as a quick, okay, so I'm gonna tell you what kind of movie it is, and then you'll see exactly why this review is absolutely nuts. Like, who the fuck wrote this review? What were they on? To be honest, like it was. Oh my god. So the movie The Age of Adaline is about a woman who one day loses the ability to age. Okay? And it's about how she kind of struggles with never really being able to live a full life because she has to keep resetting and changing her identity every 10 years, right? So she can't even really be with her daughter for as much of her life as she would like to. She can't treat her like a daughter, like when they're out in public. And she's had a couple of great loves in her life. No. It's not a Colleen Hoover book, and it's like this movie was from 10 years ago. The movie was from 10 years ago, and it is a Blake Lively movie, which is kind of why I watched it. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I wanted to watch this movie when it came out, but I didn't like have a chance to watch it. And then, like most things, I put things off forever, and then I never get around to them. And then I recently decided to watch it. So anyway, I watched this, and it's not a Colleen Hoover book, thankfully. It's I don't know if the book is good at all, but it's a pretty like interesting movie. It's an interesting concept, right? Like, you can't age, so how would you live your life? And in her case, it was in a lot of fear because the government catches on to her during the Red Scare, and they the government catches on to her during the Red Scare, and they almost like, you know, abduct her to do experiments and tests on her. So she runs away from that, and then she realizes she has to keep running because like people will notice, right? So she resets her life not automatically, but like deliberately, like every 10 years. She gets a new ID, new name, forges a new identity, right? Moves to a new city. She's always on the move. And so she has like a few great loves in her life. Obviously, the first one is her husband with whom she has the child, and then he died. And then she runs away from one who was about to propose to her. And then she in the year that we're currently in for the movie, which is probably around 2010s, right? Because the movie came out in 2015. It was it's like this other guy. So the movie is kind of like what makes her finally decide to stop running, right? So you can see, the one with Harrison Ford, yeah. So you can see this movie is a bit like it's got a bit of like a nostalgic vibe, a bit of a warm and poignant kind of vibe, right? Movie is very warm. And Blake Lively's in it, and she's really good. I think, yeah, right in the feels. She's very, very good. I really liked her choices because she's a modern woman, like she's trying to be a modern woman, but the way that she inflects, the way that she speaks doesn't sound like a woman. She basically, like, she doesn't sound like Serena van der Woodsen, right? She doesn't sound like a girl who grew up in the 2000s or the 90s. She doesn't sound like that at all. She has this intonation. Yeah, the scene where he sees her again. Oh my gosh, that was so, wow, what a twist. But yeah, like, so her intonation and her choices, I was really impressed. I was like, oh, she was like she did a great job making these choices to like really show a woman who is out of time, right? A woman who is out of her own time. And anyway, sorry. Most of the reviews I saw were kind of like very positive. Either they were very positive about the story, but like specifically, they were very positive about Blake and about Harrison Ford, which, yeah, I totally understand. It was very, very good. But there is a crazy review that I saw that was just like, I think this person just kind of like wanted to propose like a weird like porno version of this movie. That was like all in their own fantasy worlds, because I was like, what the F is wrong with you? So let me read to you. Now that I've described this very poignant and beautiful like story to you, let me read what this review, definitely by a man, said. What if Adaline, the unaging maiden, decides to have bonked, be the pervading mistress to that entire family's children, down every Harrison Ford line's children's children, never proposing, just constantly teasing, turning her body as their cultish rite of passage. Just wickedly imagine, and I know you can, for that is what the entire premise of this movie is. That is not the premise of this movie, okay? What the F? Okay, anyway, let's continue. Blake Lively is Blake Lively, young and youthful for all eternity, while her child, ashamed of such things, remains childless, slowly cursed, dying, as her mother goes out and is still able to have fun, draw herself to any other vices, and above all, bonk after bonk, another after another, till the end of time becomes the only thing that stops her. Not done, guys. There's more. In gist, think of it as you, her child, and your very mother, bonking not anymore just your beloved father. But then if you think, loving your mother, well, that's just fine, then she does it exactly in front of your sad, slowly dying, envious face every single time. And I was like, what is wrong with you? Why did it become like this? Okay, anyway, let's continue. And when you die, you know she is still there, bonking another man or woman's horny horn dog hide. That was the review of the movie. They gave it 3 stars, and they wrote an entirely different AU. And what is wrong with people, guys? What is wrong with people? So yeah, that was an unhinged review of The Age of Adaline. I hope you enjoyed it. I needed to share that with someone. I can't believe it exists. Okay. Now I think that's it for me. I don't really have anything else to do or say or whatever. I really just wanted to have a quick stream to watch Ifa, to chat like a little bit, and I guess and share that horrible review. I will post that again in the Discord. I'll post the video. All right, see you guys tomorrow morning. I'll be back for another stream. We'll either do Star Rail or we'll do something else. Or we'll just yap, you know?